Welcome humans, how's it going? And I'm back. I'm alive. I came back from watching Snow White, the remake, whatever you want to call it, Charles Zegler's vanity project at this point, and it's a fail. Not only was it boring, not only did it put me to sleep almost, and I swear I could take my phone out, but this wasn't a real thing. It was a nothing burger. Like, how do you take Snow White, which is meant to be a love movie essentially, and turn it into this awkward nothing burger? Which is, I mean, congrats Disney, you're really good at deconstructing, but you're not good at keeping the attention span. Even for me, if I was barely holding on, if there's kids watching, oh, they are not surviving this. So what did I not like about this? Honestly, everything. Okay, that's a lie. 90% of this movie. What I did like was when they actually gave us a creepy vibe for the forest when she gets chased off because she's gonna get killed. They have this transition where the forest is evil and it's attacking her, and there's like a whole little bats and the trees are trying to grab her. It looks cool. That reminded me of old school Disney. That was amazing. But that's about it. That's about the only thing that I thought was amazing. The animals are CGI, the dwarfs are CGI, the background is probably green screen. I'm sure they're green screen, but they didn't have much of any props, it feels like, because some spots looked weird and they didn't fit. It was more awkward, slightly uncanny, but at the same time, maybe I'm just overreacting or hyper focusing. Let me know what you guys think down below of the visuals. But one thing I had to point out is you do notice this yellow brown lens or lighting that they're using, and it makes everything look weird. It makes her look a little off. I don't know why they were trying to do that. Maybe they were trying to do something and more stylistic, I guess, but it didn't work for me. What did not work for me were the music, which is sad because I love musicals and I love songs, but the only thing that I felt that was a great song to bob my head to was Hi Ho, which is kind of a classic song at this point. And how do you mess that up? You don't. It's a pretty straightforward song. Everything else, including their love songs, Gal Gadot's song, Snow White's love song with the guy, all of them were so forgettable. They were nice. I will admit this. They were nice and they sounded well. The people, the actors, they sing good. You cannot take that away. They did a very good job. But as for the songs themselves and their weight, not really there. Didn't really feel it. It was just meh. That's kind of sad. That really is. How do you take a love story with great music from the old and just make one of the songs in the entire movie rememberable? Memorable? That's probably the better word. Whatever. Point is, they did that. It's dumb. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was just so dumb. And I have to point this out too. One of the bandits has an actual short person. Why didn't they do that for the dwarves? Oh, that's right. Peter, what's his name? Peter Bilke, whatever, made that whole ruckus and they did the CGI because it was offensive. Yeah, fudge that guy. They did get one of the bandits to do that. So cool, I guess. As for the plot, they kind of janked it up so much. It was hard for me to follow, honestly, between obviously the story of trying to get back and kill the witch, and at the same time, this little subplot of the bandit kind of falling in love with her, the leader of the group. He was fine. He sang good too. Their love story, non-existent in my opinion. They were so cold until the end. Like, oh look, he's kind of caring for her, and they're in love now. All right, I guess that's what. How do you love somebody in like 2-3 meetings? I'm so confused. That's not how real life works. But okay, I guess. Maybe they'll make it up with some action. And they kind of do. There's a bit of a fight with the guards and the bandits. It was fine, but nothing action-y. It was more of a distraction, but whatever that was. I'm trying to wrap my head around what the movie went through. One thing about the movie is it did gripe me that we kind of get the original villain with the witch, where she's this little evil cackling old lady. Basically by the third act, Snow White takes a bite of the apple after being tricked. She dies, quote unquote, and she gets awoken by a kiss, which, classic, nice, pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I know this scene. Do you think that would be the ending? Well, no, we still gotta kill the witch, right? Well, no, they don't kill the witch. They actually fight her. Snow White actually goes back to the village. They all start singing again because the little girl that she gave her little flower piece to remembered her. So that started everybody to go sing with her. All right, we're just gonna follow along. And the queen gives a whole little speech trying to make her show her like to kill me to take back your kingdom because you're telling everybody I killed your father. All right, cool. Take the kingdom back. Kill me. She can't do it. So the queen says, kill her instead. And I poop you not, what she does to defuse the situation is she's remembering the knights, she's remembering the guards and talking to them. You're a farmer, you're John Cena, you're Joey, you're Jim John, and you have a wife and kids. And she just starts talking to them about their past. And you used to give us cherries and, you know, cook with us and we would all hang out. And that's enough for them to cause a revolt. They basically coup in front of her. Like, what is going on here? Is there not going to be any action? No, there isn't. One of the dwarves takes back the crossbow to save her from being stabbed because the witch got angry and went to go stab her. Saves her, which doesn't make any sense because the witch can make diamonds, quote unquote. So she can just make another diamond dagger. Very pointless in my opinion, but all right, we're going to follow the movie. The witch gets mad, runs off, and starts arguing with the mirror about who's the fairest of them all, and in her fit of rage, breaks the mirror and dies. She becomes one with the mirror. Like, she gets sucked into the mirror into like a black goo. Not like aliens, like she just dies. And that's how the movie ends. And maybe there's an end credit. I didn't stay for that. I really didn't care anymore. The movie will make you watch an hour and a half of them just going from place A to place B to C and D and all over again. Not exciting, not enticing whatsoever. There's no real love in my opinion because the bandit, his scenes were awkward. I'm going to be honest with you, thinking of it now. So the reshoots make sense of why they kind of have that shoehorned in. Did it do justice? No. It did not. It honestly made it worse because 1 minute you're in one spot and then you're with the bandit and it just felt off, if that makes sense to you humans. So no, this movie was Frankenstein together. Like I've said, if I make any sense to you humans, it just doesn't feel right. It really doesn't. This is trying to show you a cool modern take on Snow White, but it fails so miserably. It does fantastic at boring you, and that's it. It just wants to bore you. I don't know, man. Disney, I don't know what they're trying to do. It's like they're actively trying to destroy Walt Disney and his legacy. I don't know what the heck is going on. So many get rid of Bob Iger already. Just get him out. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to make this much longer. These are just my fresh thoughts right out off the gate. I might redo this again because man, this movie was terrible, but I do not want to watch it again. But I implore you, do not watch this. And if you do, tell me that you did and what did you like? Honest, because the music alone couldn't save me and the evil forest sequence was the only cool part for me. Those are my thoughts. Let me know down below what you guys think. If you like and care for what I talk about, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you humans later. Take care.